We are looking at a couple of bodybuilders that will be competing this weekend at the 2024 Toronto Super Show, the Toronto Pro. Hassan Mostafa, as I like to call the Colonel Crunch, and Quint Beastwood, Quinton Uriah. This is the Colonel from the Vancouver Pro just last year. He won, went on to the Olympia, but I like this version much better. Quint Beastwood at the New York Pro. He looked good. A lot of people were down on his 6th place position, but hey, he hasn't competed in a little while. I think he looked great. I think he looked good. So am I saying that these two are going to be 1 and 2? Well, there's Akeem Williams, who I think could beat both of these guys, if you want to be honest. So either way you slice it, I think these guys will be looking at each other, whether it's 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, or it could be 3 and 4, considering IFBB Pro Robin Strand, he's also competing. What did he get, 4th last year at the Toronto Pro? So he is definitely one that a lot of people are not talking about, but probably should be with the level of conditioning that he brings to the bodybuilding stage. Here is the front double. And Hassan could be in trouble depending on what the judges are looking for. Look at the beauty flow of Quint Beastwood. There can be no argument here. If you are looking for a small midsection, flow, aesthetics, I mean the type of a bodybuilder that would be multiple-time Olympia champion in the 70s, the heyday of bodybuilding, Quinton Uriah, he's your winner. But if you're looking at it machine-like, Hassan Mostafa, he is crushing. He's crushing down on Quint Beastwood. Look at the size of his legs. Colonel Crunch, all right. Jeez Louise, he's big. But all things considered, Quint Beastwood, he looks good in this pose. He really does. Next shot here, and it could be a situation where Quint Beastwood does get the edge on enough poses. And if the conditioning, as we'll see from the back, I can't wait, but I'm sure some of you guys will fast forward to the back shots to see if it's close in that aspect. I think the judges may very well excuse those massive quads of Hassan. I mean, you gotta realize how big his quads are. I made a edit of all the best bodybuilding parts, and I mean, geez Louise, I believe Hassan's quads were there for sure. But it's not enough in my opinion now. I think Quint just has enough. Turn to the side here, and sizing can be an issue. I think in the side poses, I think Quint does stand up tall, but it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, Hassan, he has one of the best side chests in the IFBB. Midsection, maybe not the best, but look at the raw meat of his arm. Look at that. Have you ever seen such an arm in the side chest pose? I don't think that the superiority of the midsection, which Quint does possess, is enough to slay this dragon. Now the quads, not as thick, but they look pretty ripped. For Quint Beastwood. Now let's go to the back. And we knew it was going to have to do with this, the back shots. And I'm not going to be too mean here. Quint Beastwood, obviously, he needs work, a little bit of more meat on that back. That's obvious. Has he improved? Probably. Not for me to say right now. All I know is Hassan Mostafa, he had improved. This rear lat spread is incredible. Now, one saving grace for Quint Beastwood. I believe him to be the more conditioned athlete from behind, hamstrings, glutes, and yes, even the things of that nature. But is it enough? I don't think so. Hassan's the crusher. Here's the rear double. A rear double by. Does Louis get another chance again? Matty Ferrigno. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Hamstrings, very dug out. I like this pose much better for Quint Beastwood. He looks good, but is he beating Hassan? Hassan's got a very thick, compact physique that it is difficult to defeat. We'll say maybe an edge to Quint Beastwood in the rear double, but combine the two back shots, you might go with Hassan Mostafa. With a saving grace for Quint Beastwood, I think he is. Like I said, he's got the striations and the glutes. Ripped to shreds, monsoon, moony. Abs and thigh. And there's an argument that says even Hassan could even win this one. I wouldn't argue it. It's the quad. Look at the size of that. William Bonac, same type of deal. Not the best in the midsection. Conditioned. Thicker. Obviously, anybody's going to look thick compared to that just little slip of a midsection of Quint Beastwood. Look at that. That's incredible. I think he's going to find out soon, though. The bodybuilding's a game of... Look, I mean, nowadays, it's pretty hard to come in with a midsection that small. So you got to kind of be full to compete with these Clydesdales. Here's the most muscular. And yes, like I was saying, Quint Beastwood, and I'm not making excuses for him because he's Canadian. Hassan's Canadian too, is he not? I believe in a way, we're all Canadian. Maybe, unless you don't want to be. But yes, Quint Beastwood, he has that 90s midsection because he has the 90s size, and that's the thing. Like your Nick Walkers, your Hassan Mostafas, they realize it is a fine line. You come in with that little slip of a midsection, you're gonna get lost in the timbers of trees, big lumbering quads and arms. Let's see Quint Beastwood. He's got room to play with in that tiny little midsection. Let's fill this baby up and see what he can do. Yeah, here's the crab position. Get your muscles shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. Your taste is gonna move you. But yes, in this picture comparison, I think Colonel Crunch, he might be doing enough. To defeat Quint Beastwood. We will see if Quint Beastwood, which I do believe he will, he improves. Can he improve from the New York Pro? I think he can. I think it was a carbing up issue. He was much too lean. Not lean, he still looked fantastic. But I think you carb it up, or whatever they do. I don't know what they do. Eat some popcorn. Pizza popcorn. Might expand the old midsection now, I think. That's what Dexter the Blade Jackson back there eating pizza and popcorn one time. I seen him. I speak with no forked tongue. He really was. Pizza popcorn. Eat it up. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Let me know. Who do you have winning this one? Am I wasting my time? Is Akeem going to win? Wait till we get the competitors list, and then I will definitely be doing a top, I don't know, 6, whatever it would be, 6. Have a nice one.